Welcome back. On this show, we're big fans of food trucks. They dish up great eats with a lot of bang for the buck. And now we've found gourmet street food that you'd be a dunce not to love. Meet Ignatius Reilly's.
I wanted to work and get my own bistro. I wanted to start and do my own food. The only way that I could actually do that was to open a mobile bistro, something that's kind of within a chef's price range, like a chef's budget. And so I moved back to Baton Rouge and wanted to do it in my hometown and bring some flavors and some different food from different parts of the country where I've been learning and bring it to Baton Rouge. I actually found that trailer in North Louisiana, and the skin was in good condition, and it had a tandem axle putting all this weight in this trailer. It's like 8,000 pounds worth of kitchen equipment, so I needed something that could support it, you know. And I really wanted something that was, you know, retro. I grew up, when I was in high school, I had a '65 Mustang, and so I fell in love with classic cars and just classic things. And so when I thought about doing this, I said, I don't want to go, you know, I want something to scream retro, I want something to scream clean, something slick and cool to eat out of, you know. And so we came across this, and you know, 8 months later with a lot of sweat, it's a done deal, and it came out great. We're very happy with it. I was actually reading Confederacy of Dunces when I came up with the idea. I thought that it was gonna, you know, his thing with street food and Lucky Dogs. I figured that it would go great with trying to find a name for the thing. And he's such a picky kind of eater. Not to say that our food is picky, but you know, it's something I think he'd enjoy or he'd approve of. I was in Aspen, Colorado for a little while at Montagna at the Little Nell, and worked for Ryan Hardy, and I learned a lot about just kind of authentic Northern Italian cooking. And so I'm trying to work a little bit of the influence of that into our food. The way I look at it is you have Creole, you know, New Orleans Creole is a mixture of many different elements, and we kind of consider ourselves like a contemporary Creole restaurant. So that we're taking kind of what's going on in the city now, what's trending right now, and trying to incorporate it into our food, along with the classics of traditional Creole dining. The way I felt about it is I worked in, you know, from casual dining to fine dining the last, you know, 15 years or so, and I really felt like, you know, good food doesn't have to be served in a fine dining restaurant with white tablecloths. And, you know, I mean, it's great, it's a wonderful thing, there's service, there's all sorts of things that I don't have. But my vision was to bring affordable, kind of as gourmet as I can get on the street to the common person to eat every day. You know, I figured that some people can't necessarily afford those restaurants, and some people just want to eat it every day. And I just want to accommodate that niche, and I think we kind of fit that. We feature fresh handmade pasta. That's kind of one of the big things that we do. And I have a bolognese dish that we keep on the menu all the time, and I think it's spot on. I think it's wonderful. It's kind of one of those basic sort of pasta dishes where whether you're a picky eater or whether you're, you know, the guy who's willing to try anything, it's a solid go-to sort of thing. So we always have that on the menu. We also have a porchetta sandwich, which is like a Tuscan Italian, like a Northern Italian roasted pork shoulder rolled and rubbed in a traditional rub, which is fennel, rosemary, and garlic, and slow roasted for like 8 hours. And we slice that up and put on some bread we have made locally for us with a red onion marmalade. And a lot of people seem to like that one. And the menu's always changing, it's always evolving. So we're never, you know, we're gonna have a couple things that might stay on there all the time, but for the most part, you know, we wanna kind of keep it moving. And if people have good response to something and they let me know through Facebook or Twitter, then I'm happy to kind of bring it back. Like right now we have a tomato soup, and everybody was screaming for it. So I said, all right, well, I mean, why fight it? You know, let's do it again. So we'll rerun things, you know, but we always do want to kind of keep moving and keep it fresh and kind of keep people from getting bored. You know, you're going to find the fresher ingredients. I'm able to buy local product from our farmers, and it just kind of makes sense to me when I'm eating something, you know, and it's fall time and I'm getting pumpkin and cinnamon, and it makes sense. It fits the season. When spring and summer come, I want lighter food, crisper food, brighter food. And I'm able to do that just by going to the farmer's market and finding what, you know, what is seasonal and what's fresh. And I can also give it to you at an affordable price because I'm getting it at the best price possible. Me and a partner of mine, Curbside, started doing brunch here We just thought it was kind of a cool idea to start up something when people have time to come to food trucks. Whereas, you know, during the middle of the week, you're hitting lunch. If I'm in your location, you might want to stop, but you got 30-minute breaks. So we figured, you know, we'll start doing brunch here. We'll start doing a small brunch menu along with our regular menu, and it's turned out to be we've gotten a great response from it. On my menu, I do a creme brulee battered pan perdue, which is like a New Orleans French toast, and I do Steen's cane syrup, candy pecans, and powdered sugar. And that one's killer. Everybody loves that one. And then I have kind of a spin-off on an Eggs Benedict, which is, I call it Eggs Concierge, which is kind of named after my uncle who makes the sausage, the andouille that's in it. And it's basically poached eggs, grilled andouille on French bread toast, some fresh cheese grits, and tasso hollandaise. We're just taking brunch and trying to stick kind of as Louisiana as possible and just showcase the wonderful ingredients that the state does have. You can check us out on Facebook and Twitter, and also on our website at www.ignatiusreillys.com.
When we come back, it's one of my favorite subjects. We'll talk seafood with the Executive Director of the Louisiana Seafood Promotion and Marketing Board, right after this.